In order to put an end to the menace of terrorism, it is essential to break the chain of terrorism financing and money laundering. Pakistan, which is considered to be the epicenter of these terror financing chain, already features in the grey list of Financial Action Task Force. Now, the Asia-Pacific Group on Money Laundering has retained Pakistan on the enhanced follow-up status for remaining requirements, and Islamabad will continue to report back to it on the country's progress to strengthen its implementation of anti-money laundering and combating terror financing measures. Our report. Pakistan's notorious spy agency ISI has a long history of involvement in supporting and promoting terrorism in the name of Pakistan's geostrategic interests. However, the country continues to mislead the international community through several farcical measures to hide its devious activities. But in reality, it continues to sponsor and aid terror organizations on its soil. It is no wonder that Asia-Pacific Group of FATF, the global anti-terror watchdog, has retained Pakistan on its enhanced follow-up list and asked Islamabad to strengthen its anti-money laundering and combating terror financing measures. Although Pakistan is now compliant or partially compliant with 31 out of 40 FATF recommendations, there still remain some serious deficiencies in fulfilling several parameters of terror financing and money laundering.
Terror financing is basically the fuel to continue with the terrorism. If there is no money and if the flow of money is stopped, the terror industry doesn't work. Pakistan is a terror industry by itself, and the military as well as all the terrorists, they work for money. They are not working for any other cause. This enhanced list is basically because Pakistan would have taken up a case that we are compliant on some of the issues which FATF had given.
The latest decision by the 41-member APG comes a few weeks ahead of a full-fledged meeting of the FATF to review the measures taken by Pakistan so far on the issue of terror funding and money laundering. Pakistan has been on the FATF's grey list since June 2018 and finds itself isolated internationally on the issue of terrorism. At its last plenary meeting in February 2021, FATF retained Pakistan in its grey list and urged the country to complete an action plan to counter terror financing before June 2021. Ahead of every plenary meeting of the FATF, Pakistani administration ensures to hoodwink the world by taking some pseudo-anti-terrorism steps like arresting a few terrorists. This time, Islamabad has put measures in place to ensure such offences are investigated by specialized agencies appointed in their favour.
But what they are going to actually do it is that near FATF, when the dates are closing in, they will put some terrorist in jail and then take out later. They will change the names of some terror organizations so that they can be funded differently. And they will do such tricks to avoid the sword of FATF hanging on their head.
Questions about the counter-terrorism financing measures put in place by Pakistan still remain, as the UK recently included the country in a list of 21 nations at high risk of terror financing and money laundering. Besides, a recent report by the United Nations suggested that a significant part of the Al-Qaeda leadership resides in the Afghanistan and Pakistan region, including the group's leader Ayman al-Zawahiri, who is probably alive but too frail to be featured in propaganda. Meanwhile, several reports suggest that it continues to provide access to funding of the UNSC-designated terrorist groups, including the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. Because of such duplicity and deviousness, Pakistan is facing the difficult task of clearing its name from the FATF grey list.